In 2005, the Knights Kingdom Constraction sets that instead of using Technic, use a system with ratchet joints, updated with new armor pieces, and each of them have a different torso instead of the same torso in a different color and printing. These sets are the same characters as the 2004 Knights, but the Knights have Sir and Vladek have Lord before their names. I'm still sure the bear is still the only bad guy in these sets. Okay, maybe it's the king who's the only fella out of these. They have around 42 to 44 pieces, with these being the new parts and recolors at the time when they were released, along with there being no US/European version of these sets like 2004, and they come with 3 random cards that likely no one plays. Now, there is still that problem with the ratchet joint on the feet, but the armor doesn't help at all, which the only way to keep them standing while they are posed is to put them on a base plate. The limbs are flat from the back and the side of the upper legs and lower arms. With the upper legs, they could easily fix with the small armor piece from the 2004 Knights. But like the 2004 sets, the Knights either uses these pieces as armor, but also these new armor pieces, which are connected by pins. Which the new armor piece looks really nice and have that simple but good detail. But as for Vladek, he no longer has that uniqueness of having different pieces for armor. The only armor pieces different from the Knights is this piece that was used 2 times. Even though it's an improvement, it's still a disappointment with Vladek of that lack of difference from the Knights, besides from the scorpion rather than some animal. Well, at least he has a new helmet that is blended with black and dark red. As for the torso, all of them have a different torso with their animal symbol, which the detail of them look fantastic. I especially like Vladek and Jaco. But that is not the only thing different with the torso. All of them have a different function, but with Jaco and Matthias have the same function of swinging both of their arms by flipping these 2 switches up and down. Raskus also have 2 switches, but the right arm has a shield bashing function. Vladek and Denju have only 1 switch. Vladek have a sword bashing and Denju have a mix of bashing and swinging his sword. Santis, on the other hand, has a different way of swinging his sword, and that is putting your thumb on heel and moving his upper torso left and right. They all have great and almost unique function from one another. As for the face printing, since they still use the same head, are a fantastic update. Vladek have red eyes, which I wonder what happened to him to get red eyes. My guess it had something to do with the lemon eye prank gone wrong. Also, the chins still bugs me. As for the helmets, they all still have the same helmet from the previous year, but with printing that are nice looking, besides Vladek being the only one with a different helmet, which looks great. Last are the weapons that are still sword and shield. The shield is understandable because main thing of the theme, but as I brought up in the 2004 sets, they could have done different weapons instead of "I like swords." They are good looking swords though, and I like that the swords has the knight's animal on them. However, I think Raskus was overdone with the monkey tail. Santis and Matthias have the same swords that has a claw rather than one of their animal, but both of their swords are in a different color. As for the shields, they are fantastic changes from the paper-thin shields. That instead of being connected to the side of the arm, it's connected by these two pieces on the hand. And it has 8 to 11 studs on the front of the shield, so you can add stuff on them. Overall, I recommend them both for people who enjoy system and who enjoy Technic. They are great improvements, have good function, and have pieces for Constraction Markist to use. These sets get a cup of armor.